Hello everybody, it is Galrock, and I'm back. Let's start this new series. We're gonna do some Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved, as you can see on screen. Let's go ahead and create a new world. You can see that I recently did a world that I was just trying some things out on, and of course I've got my test world. Always gotta have a test world. Check out what might work. So, new world. Infinity Evolved Expert. Survival, more world options. Let's use the Biomes of Plenty world type. Just in case we need cheats, we're going to throw that on there. And let's leave that blank for a random seed. And create. Loading. Loading. There we go. There's the loading screen. This might take a minute. Let's see. Are we going to load on in? So anyway, for those of you who haven't seen it, while we wait on this to load in, for those of you who haven't seen it yet, the Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved has a new mode called Expert Mode. It forces a lot of the mods to interact with each other, forces you to interact with several different mods at the same time. And makes some of the recipes more difficult to work with, so that there's, a lot more work for you to do. And we're still loading. Hey, wait a minute, there's something. No landscape yet, but I see my hand. It's still no landscape because I'm underwater! Let's get out of the water while the world continues to load. Alright. We are in a beach. This looks like it must be some sort of mushroom forest. Yeah, fungi forest biome. Well, that's actually really cool. This could be worth staying in. I don't know. We'll see. World's still loading in a little bit. Let's look around a little bit, see what we've got other than trees. I don't know if this is still true, but it used to be that in any of these mushroom biomes, hostile mobs would not spawn. I don't know if that's still true. I haven't tested it. So that could make this for an interesting place to call home. Let's look around a little bit. It'd be really cool if I could find a spot with the Primus Botania flowers. I mean, there's still ways I can do it, but let's see. Nice big spot of oil right here. Oh, wait a minute. Yep, so much for the theory about no hostile mobs. I see some zombies on the radar over this way, in this cave or whatever it is over here. Yeah. So there went that theory. Let's see. Let's look around a little bit. Still. Maybe we'll find a good place to call home, or maybe we will just set up somewhere and call it home for now. A lot of cliff sides we could just dig into if we wanted. You know what? I think that might be where we will start. We'll just find ourselves somewhere over here by the beach. And instead of spending my entire first episode searching the landscape for somewhere to live, because I'm sure that would be lots of fun to watch, I'm going to box myself into a canyon. Ooh, cotton. I'll take some of that, please. Thank you. Alright, we need somewhere to shelter through the night for now. So, maybe back up here. And let's there's not as much flat land up here as I thought there would be. I mean, I kind of want a little bit of area. I mean, I guess we could do everything underground for now. Let's see, what do we got going on here? Yeah, I tell you what, I'm going to head back over there where we started, because honestly, that looks like the best place from what I... Alright, I guess this is as good a place as any. We started right over there, so I can see Outback Biome or something like that across the bay there. What is that? Yeah, Outback Biome. So, plenty of sand over there. So, without further ado, let's collect a little bit of wood. Earn the achievement. Alright, that'll get us started. One of the first things you'll notice... Oh, wait a minute. We're still in normal mode. Let's change that. FTB underscore mode set expert. Give that a moment. There we go. Alright, game mode set to expert. We're in trouble now. Okay, now, first thing you'll notice, there's this little chunk claiming system here. Like, see, I've claimed that, unclaim it. If you were on a multiplayer server, it's a way for people to claim chunks so that other players aren't going to come in and mess up their stuff. Don't want that happening. You also notice there's a little bit of a guidebook over here, getting started, tech tree, magic tree, some tips, and where you can get to the commands. Pretty cool. And then more server info right there. And there's your friends list. Again, if you're on a multiplayer server, it'll show you everybody who's played on the server, and you can actually make a friends list here. Friends can mess with chunks that you've claimed. You know what? That sun's setting awful fast. So, let's move on a little bit. Now we only get 2 planks per log. So, it just makes us work a little bit harder. Get ourselves a crafting table going here. Crafting station. And we're going to depend very heavily on Tinker's Construct for our tools. Very heavily. Alright, you know what? Yeah, I need to grab some more of this. We don't have much time. Haven't seen any sheep. Probably gonna have to do some hunting for that. So let's get some more wood in a hurry. Whoops. Because it's gonna be a long night. Alright, that'll just have to do for now. Yeah, it's not nearly enough. We're going to need a wooden pickaxe to get us started with. Again, 2 sticks instead of 4 from the recipe. It's getting dark. I'm scared of the dark. Alright, but we're only going to get a few pieces of cobble. You see how quick that durability's going down on that pick? Yeah. And now, I'm terribly sorry. Let me try and change my video to increase my brightness. Yeah, it's already nearly all the way up. So I'm sorry, I know y'all aren't going to be able to see much here. Whoop, that's it. It borked it. Well, that gives us just enough to go ahead and make a stone pick. So I'm just going to take a minute while I wait for the night to pass. I'm going to collect a little bit of this cobblestone. I'm sure that in the recording this is extremely dark and you probably can't even see anything. So I'm not going to make you watch darkness for the next 10 minutes or whatever. So I'll be back once we have some light. Alright, I know it's dark in here still, but you should be able to see any eye in my inventory. So I'm going to show you a couple of things about changed recipes. A furnace. The regular furnace requires compressed cobblestone. So we need 72 cobblestone to make a regular furnace. Now there is an alternative. We can make the slab furnace from Tinker's Construct. Now normally that recipe we would use cobblestone slabs, but they have it changed here to use whole cobblestone. Well, we can go ahead and do that. That'll get us cooking for now. Might even help us light up the place a little bit. Let's do this. It's not putting off any light really, is it? So let's make some sticks. Actually, let's make some cobblestone sticks. Yeah. Some stone sticks. Give me a couple of pieces of charcoal. And we can have torches. Yay! There we go. We've got light. We can see. Okay. We've still got a long time before sunrise, though. Keep that piece of dirt there so nobody comes in and grabs me. And I guess I'll just collect up some cobblestone. Not much really interesting going on. Maybe I can show you a couple of recipes. For example, a bucket. Not just 3 iron ingots. We need iron plates from Industrial Craft 2 to make ourselves a bucket. Now to get those iron plates, we could use the metal former, but we're nowhere near having that kind of machinery yet. That would get us 1 plate per ingot. So instead, we're going to have to use the forge hammer. Now that way it takes 2 iron ingots to get 1 plate. So there we are already going to need 6 iron ingots to make 1 bucket. Now to make the forge hammer, that recipe's changed up a little bit. The iron ingots is regular, but instead of regular sticks, we need treated sticks, which means we need treated wood planks, which means we need creosote oil. And to get creosote oil, we need a coke oven. So we can use, there's 2 different kinds of coke ovens. There's the one from Railcraft and there's the one from Immersive Engineering. I think I'm going to use the one from Railcraft for our coal coke creosote, mainly because that coke oven will hold more creosote oil. Words! That coke oven will hold more creosote oil for us. And, we're not ready to have a whole lot of fluid storage. What time is it outside? It's still nighttime. So that's a couple of things to consider. So, like I said, we're going to be depending real heavily on tinkers. You can see the stone pickaxe only has a 63 durability. Now, if we look at some of the other, and you remember that wooden pickaxe had like a 6? Yeah, durability 5, so when it gets down to 0, you still get one more use. So we got 6 cobblestone with that wooden pickaxe. Iron pickaxe, durability 1, used for crafting only. So once we get past the stone pickaxe, I don't think there's really anything we're going to be able to use at the early stages of the game. So we're going to have to get straight into tinkers. Yeah, and those recipes for these alternate material pickaxes from Thermal Foundation, completely disabled. So we can't do anything with those. Oh, wait a minute. We could make the nether quartz pickaxe. All we have to do is go to the nether. That'll be easy, sure. So yeah, you can see we're definitely going to need tinkers for a pickaxe. And swords? How about swords? Used for crafting only. The wooden sword, no real recipe we can work with. Nothing for the stone sword either. So, yeah, we're going to need tinkers for a sword. How about an axe? I think we can use a wooden axe. No. How about a stone axe? Yes, we can use a stone axe. Alright, that gives us something. An iron axe, used for crafting only again. So, we can get some basic tools to help us get started. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and make that stone axe. That'll make collecting some more wood to get us started a lot quicker. So obviously, point being, for tools, we are going to need Tinker's Construct right away. Well, the moon's setting, so it's almost time, and there's a slime hanging out right above us. Doesn't look like we had a whole lot of spawns that first night, at least not close by, so we should be okay. Let that come on, sunrise. That'll do. Hey, we got slime balls. That's actually really nice this early. So let's do some tree chopping. Got the giant tree, so we can just kind of staircase our way up it a little bit. And we're going to need lots and lots of wood to work with. Now, one nice thing about being in this fungi forest, there we go. Ooh, apple. Is that there's actually a pretty easy food source for us. Haha, there we go. Chop that one down. Alright. Alright. I will work more on this tree later. That should be enough to get us our inventory. There we go. Alright. Yeah, that should be enough to get us started. So yeah, one thing about being in this mushroom forest, you know what? I better make a waypoint. I will get lost if I don't. Home, question mark? Probably not, but it'll do for now. Alright. Getting a little hungry here, if you hadn't noticed. So let's make some slabs, and with those we can make some bowls. That's a little different from the vanilla recipe because of agricraft, and we'll be getting into that later. But for now, I'm going to take these bowls and I'm going to run over here to this mushroom. Hey buddy, how you doing? I could use some stew. Thank you so much. There we go. Hey, get back here. I want more stew. Alright. So that makes food a little bit easier for us to come by. I don't have to grow a garden or anything like that. So that's one nice thing about being here in this fungi forest. Fungi forest? You know, in between episodes, I think I'm just going to have to look up a pronunciation guide. Because, is it fungi forest? Fungi forest? I don't know. I just don't know. So anyway, yeah. I'm going to finish chopping down this tree real quick. And, maybe we can do a little bit of basic Tinker's Construct to get us started. So I will be... And I'm back. Got that tree completely cut down. See, it's gone. It's gone. My axe broke while I was in the... Well, almost done with it, but I just went ahead and punched the wood to finish it out. I think one good place to start would be, let's put a door on the front, and we're going to use this one from Extra Trees because it's more windows and it's prettier. There we go. Yeah. Alright, so let's do some Tinker's Construct. Let's go ahead and turn a whole bunch of this into planks, and then turn a whole bunch of this into sticks. That'll do. And let's get ourselves some blank patterns. Now, if you look at the achievements, yeah, there we go. Achievement, get learning to tinker. Now, we get stencil worker. I'm going to go ahead and just get all those. Alright, so we need a crafting table. We're going to need a chest. And that'll do the trick. So we want a stencil table, a pattern chest, a part builder, and finally a tool station. Now, for those of you who are familiar with Tinker's Construct, you might know about the tool forge, and usually it would just require 4 blocks of metal. But the recipe has been changed to require dense refined iron plate, which takes 9 refined iron plates in a compressor, and those are made from rolling steel in a metal former. So it's going to be a long time before we've got that. Aha. I knew there was another book around here somewhere. Now, where's my stencil table? Hello? There it is. So maybe it was my tool station? Where's my tool station? Okay. I'm not going crazy. I did have a tool station in my inventory. I mean, my crafting table is gone. Is it? Well, that's an interesting place for it to end up. Okay. Anyway. Sorry. And we'll just set these up like right here for now. We'll set the pattern chest there, stencil table there, part builder there. Alright. Check my F7 mode real quick, make sure I don't have any dark corners or anything. Okay. F7 is turned on. It's getting nighttime again. Oh well, let's take some time to do this. Alright, put our blank patterns in here. We need a tool binding pattern to start us off, a pickaxe head, a shovel head, an axe head, a sword blade, and I'm going to use this version of the handguard for my sword, and I guess we'll make the tool rod pattern even though we probably won't need to use it right away. Alright, because we can just use sticks for those. Alright, I need a couple more sticks. And we're just going to use stone tool heads for now because, well, I don't have anything better available to me. Let's finish using up this stone pickaxe real quick. Whoops. There we go. Alright. And I'm just going to break this amber bearing stone out of my way because it's going to drive me nuts if I don't. Alright. Now let's go over here to our part builder. You can see with our pattern chest next to the part builder, we've got access to all our patterns right there. So, wrong spot. There we go. We want a pickaxe head, a shovel head, an axe head, a sword blade. Alright, that's what we're making out of stone. Now, out of wood, we will go ahead and make ourselves a binding and our handguard. Okay, I'm not even going to bother to name these first tools. Just get them made quick and dirty. Get it over with. Stone pickaxe. There we go. Alright, let's do a shovel, a hatchet, and finally, a longsword. Alright. Oops. Now, when these tools break, we can repair them right here in the tool station with some cobblestone. So, matter of fact, when we go out mining and stuff, I will probably be bringing the tool station with me so I have somewhere to do my repairs. Eventually we'll be able to do moss, or maybe we can do RF power or something on some of these tools, but for now, this'll do. This'll do. So, it's nighttime again. I need to go find some sheep. That's what I need to do. But let's see, what are we gonna do? I guess really we're getting pretty close to time to call it a day. So this episode we made some basic Tinker's tools, got ourselves started. In between episodes, I think I'm going to, you know what? Yeah, let's I'm gonna do one thing before we call it a day, and I'm gonna wait for daylight just for safety's sake. So I'll be back in a minute once we have. Alright, a couple of creeper explosions, a few dead mushrooms, and an entirely too full inventory later. And we have what I was looking for. I needed some leather. So let's go ahead and just plop the chest down real quick and empty out my inventory because it is way too full. Alright. Now here is what I was doing all that for. And those of you who have seen some of my other series probably already know where I am going with this. We're going to make some glider wings, which we can then make into a hang glider. And it's getting dark, but I will show you real quick. Whee! Makes it a lot easier to travel around and explore, so I plan on using that quite a bit. So, in between this episode and next, I think I will try to look around a little bit, see what we can find, And hopefully I will find a place that I like to call home, and maybe I can get a bed where we can skip some of these nights. I might even make a sleeping bag. A sleeping bag lets you sleep while you're away without resetting your spawn. I can show you that because I will probably end up making that between episodes. That's that recipe, just 4 pieces of wool and 4 pieces of carpet. And like I say, you can use that to skip the night away from home and not reset your spawn. So, anyway, I think that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am glad to be back. I'm hoping you're glad to see me back. And, I'm excited for this series, and I'm looking forward to some of the things we're going to be able to do with it. So, thanks again for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Those links are in the description below. And we'll see you next time.